My name's Darren Sherwood. I am a diamond mounter and CAD designer. I've been in the trade for approximately 22 years, I think, somewhere like that. I have gone to Central St Martin's, did a foundation course there. From there I went on to Kent Institute of Art and Design, where I did a BA Honours in goldsmithing, silversmithing and jewellery. I'm actually trained up as a silversmith, but then ended up in the jewellery trade, working for MA Griffin, who trained me up pretty much for 6 years. From there I went on to working for Graff for 8 years, and then Stephen Webster and Garrard. Basically a bespoke jewellery workshop and showroom. So the pieces in the showroom will be either from friends of mine who make bespoke pieces or bespoke ranges, or myself. But my idea for this whole place is either a school downstairs for evening and weekends or something like that, and then, but I want it to be a creative hub so people can come in here and use it and be really relaxed about it, because I don't want jewellery to be so much of an enigma that people don't know anything about it, and it's that kind of weird thing in this trade where, oh my god, you're a jeweler, I never knew that people made jewellery. It's like, it's not machine made. So when we took the lease on, the place was very, very dated, so everything needed to be upgraded: electrics, gas, and interiors and layout, everything. So while we're sitting there trying to figure out how we're going to do it all, COVID hit and it was a full lockdown. So my wife and I, all we could do is just work on here ourselves. So it was a good opportunity, really, because my work in the trade never stopped. You know, I was still doing CAD work, and my CAD can be done remotely, so it didn't really matter to me. I was always working, so I just didn't sleep. Vision for the future. The idea is to, first and foremost, is get the name of the shop out. I want to stand apart from the other jewelers in the surrounding areas, because they are very much retail based, everything in the window, just fill up everything, and I don't want to be seen that way. You know, in the future, hopefully when that reputation builds up, I hope to be able to teach evening and weekend classes to individuals, you know, come in and make your wedding rings if you wanted to, or help with your engagement rings. My wife is a photographer as well, so then we're hoping to give like whole packages and stuff of the whole experience, which would be quite cool. Utmost plan is to teach underprivileged kids or underprivileged people, job seekers, and just people who don't have an option, pretty much, because you learn jewellery, it gives you that independence that not many other trades give you. You know, you can make things and sell them. You know, coming from my ethnic background as well, there are very, very few and far between ethnic people in this trade. So,
why do you think that is?
The lack of diversity in the trade.
Oh, it's a big subject.
Yeah. I think initially it's because of the trade. You could never get a way in. You know, most people get in the trade if their father or uncle or someone is in the trade. And when, I suppose it all goes back to the Windrush, that wasn't what skilled work that they called the Caribbean people in for. So to get into that, you had to be extremely talented, or like naturally gifted to get into there. And from the older guys I know that have gone into the trade and the things that they've faced, I could see why many of them didn't stay in there, because it was, you know, it's the 60s and 70s. The kind of racism they must have got in a workshop must have been astronomical. But now, you know, it's, even now, there are not that many apprentices coming through that are of ethnic origin, you know, which is just mind-blowing when you think of the kind of jewellery that Asia produce, like India produce. It's, you know, the kind of jewellery that Africans wear.
Yeah.
It's like, why are there not any more over here? There are a few coming out, but they kind of go towards the hip-hop jewellery kind of stuff, which I don't really classify as amazing jewellery as yet. But they're none that I've not known any that are traditionally trained. Master melts. Well, getting into the trade from being at Marks, I remember the parties that you all used to run. So that was my first experience with master melts, and ever since I've always used you guys. You know, you look like the most professional out of all the reclaiming companies there were, and some of them, you know, look very suspect. So, and I just liked how you all were professional, clean, and you know, you could automatically trust you that you're going to get a fair amount for what you give them. So that's pretty much why.